Hello, people that net house out, and so first of all, I just want to apologise to Wow Lad. My sincere apologies. I literally was running through the Q&A yesterday, and I was running through it so fast that completely forgot that you asked me a question. So my sincere apologies to that about that. And we do have other questions from other subscribers. So I just say this first because I do feel very bad that I have forgotten about it. So what's your thoughts on Kerry, and what's your plan on coming to Kerry in the future? So I was never in Kerry. As far as I remember, maybe I was. I could have been in Kerry and I didn't know. I was in Cork at one stage. Was in yours wound. I could have been in Kerry. I could have went to Kerry. But what's your thoughts? The first thing you think of when you think of Kerry is the Healy Ways. That's kind of everybody in Ireland. As soon as somebody says Kerry, you think of the Healy Ways. Yeah, I say it could go to Kerry in the future. Um, I hear the County Council actually does something now, so we might test that, sometime. But yeah, thank you for the question, and sorry again. So we have a huge question for Daniel Shields. He asked all his friends, well, nearly all his friends. He asked every person in the country to ask me questions. So thank you for that. So so Daniel Shields asks these following questions: What's your favourite county outside of Cavan and why? I suppose it would be Kerry. I suppose it would be Kerry. Kerry's a great laugh. People from Kerry are a great laugh. Either that or Donegal. Donegal is a great place. A lot of people from Cavan love Donegal. Nice seaside. Nice Bundoran's very nice. Lovely beside the sea and everything. It's great. Same as Kerry beside the sea. But I've never been in Kerry. But from what I heard, would either be Kerry or Donegal. What's my least favourite county and why? County, I'm saying that right, county. Roscommon. Roscommon. We pick on Roscommon, as we always do. We pick on Roscommon. We have to start picking on Mead. We have to start picking on Mead, people. We meet the O'Wileys here. Get the O'Wileys from Little. No, was the Aldi or Little, the O'Wileys? The Cavan people hide the food in the drawer. And we need to get them here. We need to start a Mead campaign instead of picking on Roscommon. But no, there's now, and no, I'm not really, there's no county I don't like. I treat every county. There's no county I don't like. Um, so what's your favorite country outside of Europe? Now that's a tough one. You said favorite. Oh, that's outside of Europe. I would have said Finland if it was in Europe. Probably the United States. To be honest, that's probably the only country you can really think of that would be a fan. Canada too. I'd be a big fan of Canada. Um, probably I can't really think of any other countries that I'm really poking my nose in to listen to see what they're up to. What country do what country do you think Ireland should follow in terms of everyday running? So straight away, as I was saying about Finland, I said this millions upon millions of times about Finland. If you look up their education system, by far, Ireland could never match it. Um, like basically with everything, like mental health, suicides are down. Like Finland's the happiest country in the world, and that says a lot. Compared to Ireland, because everybody over here is just miserable because the government just keeps pushing and pushing, pushing and pushing and pushing taxes upon everybody and making people so poor that they can't afford to pay everything under the they bring in every tax under the sun, and they make people just so depressed and so upset with themselves that Ireland will never be a happy country because of that, because the government just keeps pushing people down and knocking people down when they're up. Um, and just what they just tax people to the drop dead and what the walk people to the drop dead. Over in Finland, it's more relaxed. It's more like your health is more important, your well being is more important than paying the bills. Which is more better than in this country walking to you drop dead and to you useless to the country. More or less, this is what the country in this country thinks of. So, how many subscribers do you hope to have at the start of 2021? Well, I'm not really. I don't really have a goal on my decision, right? But it would be nice to have 750, something like that. But I'm not. There's not really a goal. There's nobody really asked to set a goal yet. So it would be nice for that. So could be something. Could be something we look into in before December or something like that. What dream job do you? What is your dream job in 10 years? Well, probably county council. I don't think I'll be doing much outside Harley. I would like to be political, local government, local county council. But probably the council. I'd say probably looking at it now, probably would be the council, sweeping the streets and things like that. Do you have ambitions to drive soon? No. No, I'm not ready. I don't think I would be fit to drive, and I don't think I would. I think I'd be a danger in the world, might as well say straight. Um, if you could dinner with 5 people, who would they be? Now, I don't really know. I actually don't know. I actually honestly don't know. Um, I actually don't know. I'm trying to take care of myself on. I actually don't know. I'm sorry. Well, one of them, I don't. It's a hard. It's actually very tough. Like, I have to think now and see who would I if I had the choice. Just I honestly don't know. From celebrity point of view, and I don't know. Really just don't know. I'm sorry, but I would maybe I might. I don't. I actually don't know. I might just say I'm trying. I'm whacking my brain here, trying to think who would I invite. Probably I say the Croatian, but the one I had in my head, the one that's really stuck, the Croatian president, the former Croatian president. I don't even have to say it. I'm sure many people know who I'm talking about. But yeah, no ho, and I don't really know. I mean, maybe the Finnish prime minister, the current Finnish for prime minister. But now way I don't really think of anybody. That's two. I don't really know anybody else who would invite any politician or anything like that. But thank you for the question, Daniel Sheets. That's all his questions now. Let me see. Katie Neasley asks, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? I suppose the ability to heal people. I suppose to cure people from illnesses. I suppose that'd be something that I would love to have the power. I wish to God I could. Have the power to cure sicknesses and illnesses and everything. I would love to just have the power to help other people. Like take for example, they have heart disease. You could cure them with heart disease. But you wish it could be, but I don't think it would ever happen. But it's always good to imagine it. If you could kill one person, now this is turned into the mafia. If you could kill one person in the world, who would it be? Who would you kill? I probably would shoot. If I don't know. I really don't know. Probably would kill if I could. To be honest, I would shoot Leo. I would actually just shoot him. I would have said De Valero, but De Valero is way dead by now. But yeah, good question. If you could liquidate, I think liquidate means get rid of. In other words, to annihilate. In other words, political party. What would it be and why? I think Fine Gael. To be honest, I think Fine Gael because Fine Gael has just has done a U-turn. On who they used to be, and it's the same with every party. Every party used to be different. Nowadays, they're a shadow of themselves, because they're going for this, that, and the other that has nothing to do with anything. So yeah, we'll get with the Fine Gael because Fine Gael has we have to admit Fine Gael has done a miserable job in trying to mend the country, and all these problems just continue to come back. The housing crisis, nothing's been fixed. Everything's just continuing to break. Nothing's been fixed. No solution's been found to one problem. Like they could have fixed the housing crisis. And that would have been one thing they would have fixed, but they didn't fix it. Didn't fix the homelessness crisis. Everything like that. These are still things that haven't been fixed. If you could spend a day with anybody in the world, who would it be and why? I know people might laugh at me for saying this, but I really there's a YouTuber I actually watch, and she's called Celestia Vega, and she went through a hard time, mentally, and I think she's kind of, from me looking at her, me watching her and listening to her Twitch streams and things like that, the odd time. No, it kind of she kind of, same as me. We kind of had the same things kind of happen to us, and we kind of the same. Kind of have the same personality, if that makes any sense, and we kind of are. It's hard to explain, but there is something like the way she talks about her problems and things like that. Obviously, she used to be a porn star, things like that, but she's seen the error of her ways, and you can see that she's a lot more happier in what she do, and I think she's a remarkable person. And I would love to just say to her, when we meet her in person, say well done, you've come a long way, and such and such. So yeah, that's people probably didn't expect that at all. But yeah, I do think she was remarkable and person to turn her life around that quickly, and the struggle when mental health is everybody, I'm sure everybody at one stage of their life has struggled hard. So yeah, so Michael Ambidio, I hope I'm saying were you any good in GA? I was the best. I was the best in the country. No, I'm only joking. I wasn't any good. So what position? I really just played. I played a bit of GA. I didn't honest to God. I only played about 2 matches. I only played about 2 matches. I was basically in the feds. You're basically in the feds, basically. Stopping anybody. It used to be for GA, it was probably useless to be honest. I might have taken right, but for soccer, it was good defender for soccer, or football if you were called. Good enough. Because the only reason why I would kind of taught my play, I was kind of when I was younger, I kind of would taught the people coming with the ball. I would kind of taught them. I was kind of just say, you're a big man now." We kind of taught them, and we kind of have a little chuckle at that, a little chuckle. How far do you think Buddhisbridge? Oh, Stephen York asks, how far do you think Buddhisbridge will get this year in the championship? It's very hard. It's really very hard to know. Usually they would do very good. But it's the reason why they do very good is because they have fans that have support of the local community support there. And this year they haven't got that. They haven't got the numbers as they used to do, supporting them in the crowd. So I think that would hit them a bit. I might just say straight, but I would hope they do far. I would hope they would go far. So Stephen McCormick asks, what would you look for in a moment of your dreams? Oh, look at this now. Look at this cabin women to be watching this very closely and trying to get all the shickles out of me. Oh, shickles. Yeah, no, I remember my grandfather used to say that. Used to talk about shickles. I don't know where the money that phrase came from. But anyway. Probably some girl that's honest and that you're very truthful and very positive, somebody that is just positive and full of life. Something like that. So this Tag Cunningham asks, what's your favourite sex position? Jesus Christ, lad, we're a PG channel, lad. We are a government funded organisation called Radio Television. We do not cover education. We cover we cover everything else apart from that, but honestly I couldn't tell you. I haven't really I never really thought about it, I suppose. Do you have any? Alan Dubley asks, do you have any pets? That's funny you ask. I actually have a stray cat. I have a stray. I would count her as really my own because she, it's a stray. But we feed her and we keep her. We obviously take care of her and everything. So yeah, Abraham Banmaz asks, what's your favourite dessert? Ice cream and I suppose jelly. That's really my favourite dessert. What would Kean Sheridan asks, what religion do you go to church? So I'm Catholicism. And do I go to church? I used to go to church a lot more. Like I might as well say straight, I wanted to go. Before COVID-19 really came, I was like to myself, I would go. Try and go every Sunday morning. But obviously everything went upwards. Before the lockdown happened, I went the week before, and I said I would keep going on a Sunday. But yeah, I used to go a lot more when I was younger now, but it kind of slipped because we have a lot. I have a lot on my plate. So yeah, but it's something I do really hope to try and get the mass on the Sunday, but it is very difficult. It is very, very difficult. To find the time. But yeah, thank you for the question. What is your favourite thing to do with friends? Telma Cassidy asks. But don't really do anything. I might as well say straight, I don't really never do any much with my friends. Probably just talk to them. That's really the only thing. I never really do much. I never really go anywhere else with my friends. What do you what would you do if you were approached by in an alleyway with somebody with a knife? Ted Brandy asks. Depending, like if it was one person you were trying to take them on, of course was trying to take them on, I'm not going to. If it was 3 or 4 people, that's a different kettle of fish. Because you're outnumbered. But I'll try and take them on, and I'll try and apprehend them, I suppose, and try and knock the knife out of his hand and put him under citizens arrest or whatever. But I would try and get the knife out of his hand. Try not to hurt him. Obviously, would do my very best. To try and Obviously because he might be something wrong with him or something mentally wrong with him. So I wouldn't want to hurt him. I would just try and get him onto the ground and get the knife off him. So yeah, we have a few other questions. Tea or coffee? Tea, 100% tea. Ketchup or mayonnaise? Ketchup. Cat or dog? Cat. Someone actually, I before someone instead of with the beans or Pat the Baker, Brennan's or beans, beans, Pat the Baker or Brennan's, Pat the Baker, Lions or Bowie, any of them will do. Tato or crisp. This is the thing too. I never eat crisps. I've never had crisps for a year. Would you believe that I went off crisps? Cranberry or Nutella chocolate. Soccer Holland. Club or County. Turkey or ham. 50-50 be honest. Mashed potatoes or not. Mashed spuds or not. Don't really know. Coke or fat though. I actually don't drink the two. I actually don't drink fat though or Coke. So I have nothing really. Beef or the pop or walk. I don't really I never really had any. So yeah, there's the questions. Thank you for watching. Sorry if I went through it. Sorry if it took me a long time. Thank you again to everybody who asked the questions. Again, sorry if I seem like I rushed through it. Try to do it as fast as I can. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more and bye.